Hi everyone, it's Kermina with Printed Chaos, and we're just gonna go over what we printed this week. We've had our printer since this past Tuesday, so now we are gonna show you guys what we printed. Obviously, the first one is gonna be the benchy, because that is like, you know, the rite of passage for 3D printers, especially the Bamboo Labs. So it's a really good test print anyways. You've got some text on the bottom, you see how it works with the curves, and it turned out really well. It printed really nicely, so I am happy with this. Let's see, so next we did print some tools for the actual printer. Like I printed this handle, it's got, so I can put the blade on it. It's got the Bamboo Lab logo, and it printed really nicely as well. The toolbox for all of the handy little tools. I love this toolbox. I can link it below if you guys are interested in printing this, but I like the tray. Just put it here when you open it. We printed a little spool removal tool just to, actually no, this is not the spool removal tool. This is the spool removal tool just to make it easier. So we did print that to help us get those rolls out, especially the cardboard rolls, because those can be a little tough to get off that AMS light. This is a tubing removal tool. So it just helps get the pressure where it needs to be, so you can remove that tubing easily. If we need to change it, we have it printed, so that's nice. And this is our maintenance tool, so that we can oil every part that we need to with each side. It's a little 3-in-1 tool that I made. I think that's it for our printed tools. One more thing, I really love this box, by the way. It's just, it really makes me happy.
Yeah, honestly, it does too.
Yeah, you like that box?
Yeah.
We did print this. I have to install it. This was a print I did last night, and basically what it is to keep, it's to let me use universal filament, so that way I can put it on the AMS and it won't like fall off if it's too loose. So this will just go in and screw on the outside so that the spool doesn't fall off. And I don't have to worry about printing all these individual adapters for different brands, because this should work with all of them. So I'm going to install this later today. What else, guys? What else? Oh, this was one of my favorite prints.
Is the best, one of the best.
Yes, our skeleton dragon. He's so cool.
And he can just sit on her hand and like sit there.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
I love him.
And it turned out really well.
He did. So we've got him. We made some fidgets. We made like a bunch of different, like this one I really liked because it's got so many different things. It's got the clickies, it's got some switches, it's got just a fun push button, and this little game control type of fidgets, and the twirly one.
Yeah.
And here's the back of it.
It looks so satisfying.
It really printed really well. I'm surprised with the quality of this print. We made two, one for each of the boys. Sorry about my bird in the background. He gets a little loud. All right, what's next?
Skeletons.
The skeletons. Okay, I just bought these to make them into keychains, because it does come into, or it has the hole in it to make it a keychain. So little articulated skeletons. Is that what they're called, boys?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
And when you like shake them, it actually sounds like a skeleton.
Oh, that's what it sounds like. So cute.
Kind of.
So we've got these skeletons. We printed 5 of them because the boys wanted to give some to friends at school. So I really love these. They came out really nicely. What else? Dominic, what do you got there? Roll it over here.
We printed like a little tank.
We did.
And you can take this off, and you can take this off.
Yes, so what we did, what's in there? You've
take
got a single
down
barrel or a
and-
double barrel, right?
Yeah, and you can shoot.
The cool thing,
Yeah, like they're
these little drawers.
They're stored in here.
Yes.
So, look, if you like, come on,
I'll let you do it.
if you put them in like this, and
Whoa.
it shoots.
Yep, it does. It went over there.
That hit me.
Oh, I got you. All right.
And the color turned out really well for me.
Oh, this is beautiful. So what we did was we used a PLA silk, which was our first time using silk, and it's a beautiful color. It's a magenta and blue. So you can see kind of, if you look at it this way, it's magenta. This side, it's blue. I did have an issue with it in that we got a lot of like bubbling and marks. So I wasn't happy about that. And you can see it. I don't know. Can you zoom in a little, Nicholas, to show like some of the marks on there? Are you able to see it? Is it? Okay, cool. So, ooh, let me get this out. So you'll see even on here, there's little bubbling and marks. And so I went online to kind of ask some of the groups I'm on, like what could have caused this, because like I said, we're new to this. This is the first time that we printed with silk, and I was told that it was probably moisture retention because silk tends to hold in a little bit more moisture, and so it can cause this bubbling and issues. So I need a dryer. I did cave and order one. All the things we have to buy, but it's fun. So we're gonna try a dryer when it gets here and see if it helps solve that issue. But yeah, it's a fun little toy, and it's just a really pretty color. So this just kind of sits on top because it's air pressured. All right, what's next? I think the last thing we have is this panda, a little Minecraft panda. He's super cute. Okay, so let's have a chat about this ridiculous Minecraft panda. Oh my gosh, my son begged me to print him because he really wanted it. And I looked at the settings and I was like, okay, let's do it. Although I knew it was gonna take a lot of filament because of all these changes and purges to get the white and black so well. But I did not expect this much. Look at all this poop. Look at this poop from that one thing that, by the way, it took 5 hours to print. 5 hours for that little panda. This is just the purge block. And this is all the poop. Like what? I'm not happy. And then these were the supports that were on it that were actually very difficult to get off. They are tree supports, but they were really on there. So you can actually see on his head, there's still some there. So I'm gonna have to take my little tool and try and get it off. But I mean, if I can't get it, I don't care because it's going to my kid and he's happy with it. He loves this panda. I told him I'm never printing it again. So unless you guys have some insight on settings and how to figure this out. I did do flush to support, so it did. I mean, you can see it's gray and white, or it's like black and white, kind of grayish, because it did flush to the support. If you have any suggestions for how to get less waste with this, please let me know in the comments. So it took us, you know, this was a week's worth of printing, almost 24/7. We did do some of the longer prints overnight and woke up to them being done. So I think we did great. I'm gonna actually show you guys some of the stuff on the actual printer that I printed to modify it. Okay, so some stuff that's actually attached to the printer. We did the, well, it's not attached, but the poop bucket. This stuff, when it comes out, is really sticky. So this stuck instantly to this bucket and it's staying there. But I like this one. It's a little tall over here so that it keeps it from like shooting out. The other thing I printed was this little fan cover. So that I don't accidentally touch it. And then I do have just a little camera mounted, because the camera that comes with the printer just sucks. It's not good quality at all. So what I did was I have this camera that I bought, and then I printed this mount for it to be able to use it. So that's it. That's what we printed for this week. We are really liking this printer. We're having a lot of fun with it. I'm learning more about settings and how to get good quality. So, okay, the boys are gonna show us what their favorite prints were for the week. Nicholas, what was your favorite? Oh,
The panda.
Got it. Glad it was your favorite because it was a beast of a project. All right, your turn, Dominic. What was your favorite? Oh, yay, I love him. I really love this skeleton dragon. He is so cool.
He can twist his body.
Yeah. All right, my favorite was the functional print of my toolbox that keeps everything organized. That was my favorite for the week. All right, guys, we will catch you all next time. We're just gonna continue vlogging and upload another video on what we do this week.
Bye-bye.